A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. And the Vols will put it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Puts it out of the air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Love. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded at several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the ground with the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got the first down and still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
From the gun to give, looking for room. He's loose. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Notre Dame once back up near its own goal line, now on the move. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
After the run, now to throw. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
He'll bring it out. It's Newton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Gonna run it. It's Thomas. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's exactly what you wanted from this offense, man. Just breathe a little bit easier, created a little bit of space by getting that first down. Now I wonder, now does this open it up? Does this give us a chance now on first down, be more aggressive, more space on the football field, less concerned about maybe going backwards?
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Staley. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
Touchdown, Volunteers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here come the Irish back on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Carr. The throw to the outside is complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Looking to throw on third. Grab near the marker. It's Fields. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They'll keep it on the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. He's got his man across the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Right back to the well. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking for room. It's Love. The ball squirted out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. With the catch, it's Thomas. Wide open spaces. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Volunteers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gaines. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure is coming from, because this defense is going to bring it from all over the place.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Makes the grab. It's Staley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Get it out on the screen. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball is in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll try the run. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. He's up to 41 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Second down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Makes the catch, it's Staley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And an empty backfield here on second and short. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, a lot of space. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll give it to the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Vols trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. He's got it on the move. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to scramble. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell he just missed a little bit deep on that shot.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the move from inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made in the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for them.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds.
It's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Got a little space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
How nice is it as a play caller on a critical third down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the first down, right? There's no panic. Nothing's open downfield. Great job in coverage, but that's not a problem because I just know it's like backyard football again growing up as a kid. He just takes off. He's a better athlete than anybody you've got, and he gets the first down.
Caught behind the line. It's Staley.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Volunteers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Staley. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they've really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. It's a running room. Turning it on. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Power football with the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Snagged out of the air. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He's got the tight end.
And that's a big stop by this defense. And now if you're the offense, I'm down by 3. I can tie this thing up in the 4th quarter. Kick that field goal.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. And the Vols will keep this drive going. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Staley.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. Really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To throw, it's Aguilar. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here come the Irish back on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it. 1st down and more. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Pauling. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
You You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to it. There he goes. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Irish! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Iowa State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in Ames. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Moving away from pressure. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. To the air, it's Aguilar. Fires to the middle, and he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Hey, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Thomas. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. Show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very